Hello everyone, welcome to our generative AI from scratch series. So in the last video, we have covered these deep learning concepts like activation functions, forward propagation, and neural networks. So now we will be discussing about the backward propagation. So what is backward propagation? If we simplify it, like we have a forward pass. Forward pass means the network makes a prediction. Okay, first the network or the algo makes a prediction. Now compare that prediction with true answer, and then the difference will be the error that we need to correct again. Now, what backward propagation is doing now, like till the last video, we were calculating what is the actual error that we need to enhance so that our model can provide us correct answer. Now, how we can achieve that? We will be achieving that by using the backward propagation. So now what backward propagation do? It sends the error backwards through the network to adjust its weight and bias. So the next prediction is better than the current one. Okay. So the target is to reduce the loss or error as much as possible. So how the calculation is being done? So let's assume for output neuron, the output was, let predicts that the y value would be 0.618. That it is giving us the output as 0.618. Now, the true answer is 1. Okay, we are assuming the true answer is 1. Basically, the answer range between 0 to 1. Okay, now this difference between 1 to the actual answer that we are getting is the loss. That is 0.382 in this case. So error would be, so the first one is the actual value, basically the correct value that we should be getting, and then we subtracting the value that we are actually getting. So we are getting here is 0.382. Okay, and that is what we have to increase. Now, what step it follows when it do this complete process? So what first it does is it calculate error at output that we have just shown. We have calculated the error, how much error we are getting. Now, after that, it will compute the gradient slope. Okay. And after that, it will do the backward propagation that we are doing. It will update the weight and bias. Okay. And then backward propagation to hidden layer. Okay. Now it will move to the hidden layer. So in the example that we have shown you in our previous video, so there are different layers. Okay. So there are output layer, there are hidden layer, and then there are the initial layer. Okay. So now from the output layer, it will propagate backward to the hidden layer. Now it will repeat this step. Okay. So once it moves to the hidden layer, then again it will do the forward propagation. Then it will again calculate the error or at output, and then again it will compute the gradient slope, then update weight and bias. Then it will do the backward propagation, and then it will repeat it for multiple epochs, basically the multiple loops, until we are very close to 1. That is the perfect answer. Now let's move ahead to the Google Colab, and I will show you the example that we have taken earlier. Okay, so in this example, as you can see, we have taken we were doing the forward propagation. Okay, we were taking different weight, different bias. Okay, and we were doing the calculation, and we were only doing the forward path. Okay, and then we were getting the output as. Now with forward propagation, we will be doing the backward propagation as well. Okay, all these steps will be same. Okay, we will have the forward path calculation, and then we will have the backward propagation calculation. Okay, then we will be when will then we will be moving to the hidden layer, where we again calculating our error, then we are again updating our weight and bias, and then forward pass, and this is basically we are doing for one time. Okay, so after doing this for one time, for this training is 0.73, but we want to make it very close to 1. Okay, right now we are just getting 0.743 something. So how we can do that? For that, we will have to run it inside a loop. We will have to run it for multiple epochs. So how we can do that? So here, the same code, now we have added a loop for it. Okay, so we have added a range for epochs, and the same thing we are doing inside this for forward pass, compute loss, then making backward propagation. We are doing it 1,000 times, and then we will moving to the hidden layer gradient, then updating weight and bias. Okay, and then we'll be printing our loss. What if our loss is decreasing or not? Okay, and then we'll be printing it. Yep. So you can see here for first epoch it was 0.07, and then it continuously trying to move very close to 1. Okay, so that's how the complete propagation from forward and backward does to make our model very well stable and to provide the correct answer as much as possible. So I hope you understood the backward propagation as well. So now I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.